Fuck. I need to lie down. Did you know humans were never meant to exist in nuclear families? We're social mammals. And as far back as we can trace, people functioned best in close-knit communities where everyone took care of each other. I remember learning about a disabled teenager from, well, way back for the first time in one of my classes. She wasn't mobile. The community probably knew she would only survive for a short time. Now, in our times, and maybe a bit before, our first concern would be quality of life. How could she possibly live if she couldn't move, etc.? If survival of the fittest is true, why would they even bother sustaining her? It's all conjecture. Societies back then didn't follow this bastardized model of disability or that patently false interpretation of survival of the fittest. Her remains showed she was, well, taken care of. Her injuries were seen to, and her pain was treated. The discovery that interested anthropologists were the dozens of cavities she had in her teeth. It was unheard of for the period. They eventually deduced that the community was hand-feeding her dates. They were giving her something sweet, because she was equal to them, and she was their people. It's been a while since I've made a transmission. Haven't really been thinking about it. I keep hoping to hear the person talking about the flowers, but it hasn't happened again. I'll think about that person sometimes. I'll wonder where they are, what they've been doing. And then I wonder if they're still alive. And when my thoughts drift further than that, I hope she was at least able to plant her garden and die with her flowers around her. So I make it a point not to dwell too long. I'll drive myself insane with it. I think I'm in what used to be Illinois. The kicker is I am also sick. It's been coming on slowly for days now. It was easy to shrug it off when I thought it was just old injuries aching from all the hiking. Then the fever started. It was a low, simmering thing that just poured into me and lit me up eventually. My world might just be ending. I'm not anxious about it. I'm annoyed, though I usually am at this point. Now I just feel okay with it. Well, as okay as I can be with my potential demise, anyway. It should have happened already. To some people, I am already dead. Have been for months. I went through the whole ritual of it. I remembered to set their coffee up in the morning. It needed to be perfect as it was the last time, and I've always enjoyed revisiting those last time memories with my people. I did the dishes, I watered his plants, and I left. Making it this far was some kind of miracle, if I believed in such things. I knew it could end this way. It's probably why I did it. I think that's what has me thinking about people, though. I'm always thinking about people. I did it a lot before it all went to hell. I was in the midst of becoming an anthropologist. I look at these photos of human remains buried hundreds or thousands of years ago and realize people have always cared. It's one of our primal instincts, after all. The remains of children were found buried with handmade toys. Garlands of herbs and flowers would be around the necks of community elders. Some Asian people were added to the burial sites of their much-loved pets, years and years after the pet had died. No one seemed to die alone. I'd like to know what I'd look like if my bones were stumbled upon hundreds of years into the future. I suppose there is a future. They'd be able to tell I was alone. I wonder if they'd figure out the end destination of this pilgrimage. The fire that led to the burns that led to the scars. The image of my bones would float up behind some poor anthropologist's breakfast, toast for years. I know it happens to me. I still see all these fragments of people I helped excavate when my mind wanders too far outside of myself. They wouldn't know my favorite color or my parents' names. If I had siblings or friends, I'd be obscure and given a name, and no one would know me, even though they knew my bones. I think I'm okay with that. My favorite color is green, by the way.